Welcome everyone to Daytona International Speedway. We are live here once again for the Iracing East Series, round number 4, about to get underway here from lovely Daytona International Raceway. Got a lot of drivers in here tonight, nothing new, but who's going to be the one to walk out with the championship tonight? Or not the championship, the trophy tonight, I guess we can say. We got over 30 drivers making a start here tonight, so the field plenty full for some great racing action all over. You got to come in here. You got to look at 3 guys pretty much, and that is Cody Smith, Brody Smith, and then of course Zeshawn coming in here. One of the favorites. The 3 guys are the favorites. Of course, the Smith brothers both have won 6 races total between the two over the past 6 races. So they have pretty much dominated this league as far as super speedways go. And tonight, I expect it to get a little bit more crazy with this many drivers. We could see multiple drivers have a chance at winning this one. Real fast look, if we can. So I'm using new overlays. It's taking me a minute to get used to everything. Air temp, track temp, not going to be an issue. 67 degrees. So it looks very nice out here at Daytona Raceway tonight. And you see all the cars getting a much needed practice if they want. They've had a lot of time to practice these super speedways over the past few weeks. But it does get mixed up here soon. If you all are curious about it, I'll have to go back and actually double check it, but I believe we mix this up here within the next couple weeks. Let me look. Yes, Daytona tonight, Sonoma next week in the Xfinity car. So it's going to be very unique. 35 laps there at Sonoma. Then we head back to Daytona, Talladega, and Daytona, Talladega again. And then we mix it up once again out on September 20th, Indianapolis, and then the 27th, of course, Charlotte Motor Speedway. So it's going to be very fun. Looking forward to watching these guys go down and all that. Also want to give a shout out to all the sponsors. You all know who you are. Iracing, iFlag, Plan B Sales. You'll see the commercials and stuff during the breaks, but there's so many of them. HomesNow, of course. Let's see, who else am I missing? Hurricane Media, Bottoms Up. Or Bottled Up, sorry. And I'm sorry I'm missing one. But, yeah, you'll see all of them during the commercial break. Anyway, about 20 seconds left here in practice. Will Rodemeyer is on top, or Rodemeyer is on top of the standings. Chris right now in second, and Cody Smith currently on third on the board here, fastest in this practice. Of course, Daytona International Speedway. Don't mean too much to being fast in practice. It all depends on where you put yourself in position. That's one thing we've learned about this league in general. It's not about where you start. It is more about where you try to finish, and you have to make it to the finish. As the checkered flag is waving over here at Daytona, we are set to go green flag qualifying here in this racetrack. I love this place. It's a fun place. I love how it's not super wide, so you got to actually race a little bit. Who's going to roll out first? Once we start rolling out, we'll hop over and watch them. Waiting. Looks like Chris Ingles may be heading out. And at number 5, Beechcraft Chevrolet. Of course, riding that apron all the way around the bottom at first. It's a good looking car. Of course, these guys, for people that don't know or might be new to the Super Speedway Series, a little bit different how you want to qualify. You're going to run the high line on that out lap and your first lap. Then you're going to drop to the yellow line on your fast lap or your second lap. And that allows you to burn as much fuel off and carry as much speed possible through the corner. Maybe see some guys drop below the apron. But there you see Chris, he is out there right now. We're going to just skip around here. Brandon Wilson rolling out in that number 501 car. John Lombard rolling out in a HomesNow Toyota. Roy Geeson rolling out in the Ford Mustang. Zeshawn rolling out, actually already on track in his JD Motorsports, I believe. Keep your eye on him. Cody Smith out there as well. Jason Papp out there, that green Monster Energy. He's actually going to drop to the bottom on his first lap, I believe. He is. We'll jump back to Chris Ingles, though. We try to get the qualifying order up here for you guys. Chris actually starting the green flag lap now, so this will be his fast lap. Working through turns 1 and 2. All this is going to happen pretty fast. You see Cody Smith right now. First lap already done, 48.789. Once again, this is going to go pretty fast here, so just try to keep up. I'm going to be moving around really quick as these laps start rolling in. Chris Ingles is going to be the first one to cross the start-finish line, however. We're guessing he's going to jump up and grab the pole. Will it be enough? Let's see. 48.568. Cody Smith trying to beat it. Does not. Here's Jason Papp now on his second lap, working out of turn 4. Zishan right now in 4th place with a 48.601, so not a bad starting spot for him. We talked to him last week. He said he really wanted to be out front. Jason Papp looking good here, though. Across the bottom. 48.879. Did not actually improve. Well, he did a little bit. A little bit better than that. I'm sure he did, too. Jeff Copeland at McDonald Chevrolet crossing the start-finish line. He's trying to jump up right now, sitting in 13th. He jumps up 6th place. We'll jump back to Kenneth here in just a moment. Here's Roy now working to the start-finish line. Currently in 15th. Looking to jump up. He does. All the way up to second. 48.538 with him. Good lap. Back to Kenneth. Some other guys just now coming out on the track as well. See if they can get their laps in time. Kenneth getting ready to cross the start-finish line here at number 36, Chevrolet. Currently 18th, looking to move up. 13th. Chris Worrell working to the start-finish line at number 6, Ford Mustang. Dropping on the apron like we've seen a couple drivers do tonight. Moving up. He does jump up to first place, 48.509. Great lap for him. Brandon Dennis trying to move up. He does move up as well. Currently 9th. Nicholas Wing working down the turn, or out of turn 4. He as well is going to try to move up. We got about 13 seconds left here in qualifying. This will be the last driver to put down a lap. He's looking to move up for 21st. He only moves up to 20th, unfortunately. Not a great lap for him. I think that was actually only his first lap. So there it is, guys. There's qualifying. And congrats to Chris. As we get set to go racing here once again. Look here at your grid starting spots. As all these guys start to grid up, there's row number 3. And then we got row number 4, Zishan and Brody Smith. Row 5, Brandon Dennis, Nick Kessler, Carlos, and number 81, Justin Bowles in the 22, starting in 12th. And 13th, we got Jeff Copeland, Brandon Wilson, Patrick Gasper, and Kenneth Hensley. Jason Papp going to be rolling off at 17th. John Lombard, Wesley Johnson, Nicholas Wing, some other guys that did not qualify as well. See how many drivers we got here tonight. 28 so far. Make that 30. 32 drivers, 34 drivers, 35 drivers making a start here tonight. Wow. Very impressive. But of course, our pole sitter, as I mentioned, Chris Worrell, going to be rolling out first. I'm going to try to grab him if I can. If he's in here, I will grab him. Let me look. He is not, so we will not be talking to him right now. Anyway, about to go green flag here in just a few moments. See the cars right here. Should be getting ready to roll. We still got a few seconds before we have to. We got some drivers waiting to grid up. Dan Wickware and Greg McConey. Look at all these cars out here tonight, though. Woo! That look good. I think this might be the biggest field I've been able to broadcast in a long time. Guarantee it. Here they go. Great shot, man. I'm not gonna lie. As we get set to go here for this event, the race is gonna be 75 laps around Daytona, and up front is gonna be the number 6. Gonna be leading us to the green flag. The cameras look awesome here. One thing I wish iRacing would do would be break the field up sometimes and go multiple laps around the start. You know, have a second pace car in there. I think that would be pretty neat. But I guess on one to go, you can't do that. Well, here we go. Green flag's about to wave here once again at Daytona. This is now the second race, I believe, these guys have raced here. Yes, this is the second Daytona race they've raced here. They raced Talladega 2 times the last time by. Here we go, guys. Get ready. The green flag as the pace car pulls in. Green flag is in the air. Daytona underway here for the iRacing East Series. We have one car actually drop on the apron. He's probably going to drop back, I would guess. And you see him kind of slow there, dropping towards the back of the field. And inside, not sure who that is. But out front, it's still going to be Chris leading into turn 1. Being pushed now by the 37. Now, one thing I noticed the last couple weeks, these guys got really aggressive on the start, trying to find a line that they want to race in. Look at all them cars. Good Lord. We're going to have a big one, guys. I'm going to be honest. We are going to get a monster wreck. It's just going to depend. Who's going to lead the first lap? Will coming out of turn 4. There we go. Big one happens early at Daytona. Knew it was a matter of time. And it has pursued. Oh, the 95 is killed. The 01. Multiple cars going down pit road already. Man. I'm not even sure what to look on this one, guys. It broke out so far up front. Looks like it was the 5 that was involved. Ah. Wow. One more look at this. Let's see if we go to blimp and tail. It was the 5 and someone. The 33, I believe. Oh, got him in the quarter. Around he went. Riding on board. Carlos in that 09. Did a good job of pretty much getting out of the way. Look behind him. Jason Papp goes around. Oof. 95. A lot of damage on that car. One thing about Daytona that never seems to not happen. We always seem to have a big one, especially early. I've noticed that more times than not. So, pit road is going to be open. Oh, the one blinked out. You see some cars catching. We got multiple cars on pit road now, I believe. There we go. Sorry, I was on replay. The 37 stays out. 86 staying out. Here's your first look at pit lane as the 6th Chris World down on pit road. 77 William Brooker from Pulse Racing going to win that race off pit road. See the damage on that 45 car as well. Keep in mind, some of these guys have numbers that are custom, so it might show up in the ticker a little bit different. Unfortunately, it's hard for the ticker to recustom numbers for some reason. But anyway, that is our first caution here at Daytona. It should be a very quick caution. We should be getting ready to double back up here really quick. Being there was not a car lap down, I don't think. Guess we can go through some of the drivers that lets you see their numbers, just in case you're pulling for one. Zishan up in 5th place. Nicholas Wing. Powder Puff Girls. Okay, let's get on it. There's the 33. 21. Jeff Copeland in that 40 up to 9th now. No damage on Ryan Keller. Some of these guys, of course, did have a fast repair, so I'm sure the ones with severe damage did take it. Brandon Wilson with HomesNow on the front of that. There's the 3. Does that say Atlanta Falcons? Oh. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Multiple guys still on pit road getting some damage fixed up. We'll jump back up towards the front as we are double file once again. From Daytona International Speedway, HomesNow. Check them out, by the way. Now, I forgot to cut my steam off. But check them out if you're interested. Try to share it to your Facebook. At least you never know. It seems like a really good group of program. By the way, we're going to have a lot of cars doing single file on the bottom side, being they pitted a little bit later. So we may not see a lot of cars double file up on the start. And you see them right there getting single file. It looks like most of them may be that way. Trying to get this all sorted out. We might have a couple going up there to get double file. We'll see. Who are you pulling for, though? Let me know in the chat. I'm curious about the fuel mileage here as well. I expect a green flag run at some point here. Of course, we're going to have cautions early. We know that with this many drivers, but it's going to be curious on when we see the green flag pit stops happen. I'm going to say around 30 something. What's the fuel? Let me check the fuel mileage. There's 0 fast repairs. I thought there was. I apologize. Wow. I guess that's why we're seeing a lot of drivers sitting on pit road that long. 75% fuel is what it is, by the way. I'm glad you let me know that, though. But yeah, it was a little too early to be that aggressive. I've noticed that. Green flag is back out in the air once again. Now, we got a lot of cars with some damage involved in this one. We'll have to wait and see how this affects this field. Going through turn 1, you see Will right now leading Patrick in that 86. Jeff Copeland up in that 3rd position. At 7, Cody Smith riding around up towards the front. Then we got a big group of cars coming off turn 2 right behind these guys. And looks like Cody Smith could be dropping back. See, one thing I'm not the biggest fan of, I don't like erratic movement when it comes to Daytona, and I'm sure most of you guys would agree in the chat. I don't think you need to make erratic moves this early in the race. Me personally, I say just get single file and ride it out to the last 10 laps and then go at it. Coming to the start finish line, looks like the 86 is going to lead that lap. And it will be a new lead change. Jump back a little bit further here as you see some cars getting single file. Being led by that 81, Carlos, Justin Bowles, Brody Smith, Chris in this one. Bunch of other guys as well. A little bit further back right now, Zishan leading this little group, trying to catch the back end. And then we're starting to pack them back up here towards the front. See that 21, Edrigo, I believe is how you say his name. I apologize. I'm from Tennessee. I butcher names. Trying to work that outside line. Unable to get there right now. to get the push. That is the 95, John, I believe. Yeah, 4 laps done, unfortunately for him. We'll have to wait and see if he's able to even get back up to speed. Back into turn 3, the outside lane's trying to get something going. It's Connor up in that 25 Lowe's car that you see right now. You see Chris up there as well in that red and white car trying to push that outside line. We don't know. We've seen it able to work last week. They was able to do it fairly easy on the outside. We don't know if it's going to work this time. 37 thought about coming up and blocking. Not going to do that. So this may actually go to a new leader, GT Park, I believe. Is that really his name? Okay. Anyway, 74 is going to go to the lead, I believe. It looks like on that outside line. That Ford Mustang Cup car. The car is really spaced out behind it. A lot of these guys right back here in the back just does not have any speed. See the 81 slow off the pace. Not sure why he's slow. Really slow. Oh. Okay, so there's a replay. Watch the 81 Carlos on the bottom side. Oh, he got turned. Zishan got into him. I'm trying to get a better view of this. Ugh, just got him though. That ain't a way to make friends. Wow. Hope 33 hits the wall so hard he disconnects. Alright, yeah. I like seeing the comments though. There is the 33. He was the cause of the first caution. Back out front though. GT Park continues to lead the way. Parky. Down the backstretch here, you see that 6 working that high line as well. 3 wide, 37.6, 22. Chris Worrell caught in the middle right now. The 22 up on the outside, Justin Bulls. That's going to bull back down to 2 cars. Watch that 22 probably drop all the way down to the bottom. He's going to drop in that second lane to help this guys. But here comes Chris on the outside. Being pushed by 6. And new leader? We do. Three's going to drop back. He just wanted to get that lap led. I believe that was all scheduled for him. Go by full speed. Unfortunately, we got some lap cars here. It's Jason Papp right up here in front of these guys. Right there in that 1 car. Watch for him to move up to a high lane. This could cause a problem. 88 is also in this. Of Roy Atchison. It looks like everybody's going to get by them guys pretty clean. We are 12 laps in to 75. We did have 1 caution early, as most of you guys in here watching already know. When it was the 33 who clipped the back bumper and sent someone into the wall. Johnny Shade making a move up here. Kind of early than normal. They're a little bit more aggressive than what we normally see him be. He's done a good job so far. He's up now to 4th place. You guys in the chat, you all know a little bit more than me because you was out there running, or some of you was. Any idea how long these cars can go before we start seeing some overheating? Because I've This 25's been on the back bumper of this 37 for a while now. Good night, Jeff. I'm sorry about your luck. Yeah, it's been really good. Honestly, you know, I've come to expect that with these guys. We always seem to have a wreck super early. And there's the 25 dropping back. I think he's just getting hot. I knew it was a matter of time because he was pushing him for a long time. Chris Ward going to go back to the lead, though. Yeah, I've noticed that the last couple weeks, we get super aggressive early, and then the race kind of just calms down. Same thing with the first race. I think these guys only had one caution in that first race they ever ran. Let me double check that with the stats. For anybody that's wondering, by the way, coming in here tonight, it is Cody Smith and Brody Smith right now on top of the board in the point standings. Of course, they are already in the chase. Zeshawn and Connor right now in third and fourth. Johnny Shade is in fifth. And Carlos, who we've seen hit the wall hard, was in sixth. Jason Papp was in seventh. So some points implications going to happen here tonight, unfortunately for these guys. But yeah, the last time we was at Daytona, we ran 75 laps, and it was only a one caution race. We had 15 leaders. And but yeah, so, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, that caution happened just as early, I believe. Yeah, it happened pretty early. Of course, last week at Talladega, a little bit different story. We had 4 cautions, but 37 lead changes, most ever we've had in the series. 37 lead changes at Talladega. That's impressive. We had almost a leader almost every lap, a new leader. That's just insane. Or for over half the race it was. Get hard quick, but not hard to manage to keep cool. Yeah, see, I'm wondering if that's what the 25 did. We just seen him drop back. Kind of see him right there running right now. And I'm wondering if that's what he did. You know, just change it up a little bit. Riding on board now with William Rucker. Kind of just following behind Travis, Pulse Racing teammates. Not sure if these guys have any damage. I don't see none there, but it looks like they're pretty far behind the group. I'm showing 5 seconds. As you see, the 85 and the 10 now. Z-Shot actually on the outside of them. So it's curious is these guys right here pretty far. Oh, they're getting packed back up tight up front. We'll focus on that for a minute. Johnny Shade, by the way, able to lead that lap. We may see another wreck here. These guys starting to move a little bit around, especially coming out of turn 2. Oh, there he goes. Trouble. 22 to 63 of Johnny Shade. The 34 gets collected a little bit. Not sure who else was involved in this one. It looks like there was another car, and I cannot tell who that was. The 40, the 25 goes around. I don't think he got any damage. The 93 was involved. One more look. You can see the lead cars. The 86 was pushing on the back and goes to the bottom, goes for a block, and that happens. I think they're both trying to move down. So caution comes out here. Brody Smith goes for a wild ride. He was up on the outside in that number 4 car. He sees the wreck actually happen. That was smart right there. He goes all the way through the grass. I mean, he goes way down. You gotta watch, there's a big jump up there somewhere, right up there to his left. He avoids that, but. So the caution does happen once again. And Ryan Keller on pit road. That was one of the other cars that got involved in that, the 93 car. There's the 86. I don't see too much damage, if any, on his. But unfortunately for the 63 of Johnny Shade, there's what's left of his. He actually don't even have a spoiler on the back of his car now. Pit road is open. You see the cars coming in. And that's going to lead us to our first break, guys. As soon as we get off pit road, we will take that break. I got to grab me a drink. Greg McConey does stay out, by the way, and will lead a lap. Down the lane, going to be Chris Worrell leads the race off pit road. 4-tire stop for him.
Green flag. Everybody.
Going to be a wreck behind you. Going to be a wreck behind you.
So I don't know what to do.
Somebody put oil down. We're hurting the fence.
Are they flagging it? Flag. White flag. Clear. Click. Man, this is it. Check a flag.
Welcome back, Daytona International Speedway. You're watching Iracing East Series, sponsored by HomesNow, Iracing, iFlag, and all the other great sponsors here, Plan B Sales, and all them good guys. About to go back green here after we worked our second caution of the night so far. It's been a good one, though. I'm not going to lie. We've seen some great racing for the most part. We did have a couple incidences that probably shouldn't have happened, but for the most part, it's been pretty good, all in all. So there you go, 9 lead changes so far. Still 55 laps remaining. Check out HomesNow in case you're wondering what it is. HomesNow.org, proud sponsor of these guys, and really cool little project they got going on that they do over there. So very awesome to have them be a part of this. Of course, Iracing iFlag, very awesome, cool thing to have if you're a sim racer. Very neat little add-on you get. All right, here we go. Green flag is about to come back out here once again. With 54 laps to go here at, I don't want to say the Great American Race, but what word am I looking for? I don't know. Anyway, green flag is back out in the air. See the 95 dropping back. He is a lap down. That's one reason why you see him dropping like that. It'll be interesting to see if GT Park can actually do anything on the outside. I see a little bit of damage on his car. I'm going to be honest, I think some of these guys with damage may not be able to do too much. But it didn't affect them too much last week at Daytona. We've seen some cars up there running. Who's that working the outside? Brandon Wilson's starting to work the outside here early in this one. A little bit of block being put on right now. Patrick throwing a block. And that 86, and he's going to get put 3 wide in the middle. Will anybody go up there to help him? He's probably going to drop back a few spots here. He is right now being shuffled back. Still no help, but he does have a hole on the high side right behind 501. There he goes. He got in front of Brandon there. So he does not lose any spots for now. Riding on board with the 6 car right now. 190 miles per hour. And she works right underneath the other crest up on that high side. Battle for the lead. Which line is going to prevail? Both of them don't really have a lot of help behind them. Only 2 cars. The outside starting to catch up. Here comes the 6, maybe with a big push coming. He's going to slowly back off. One cool thing about Daytona is a restriction plate racing. You can save a lot of gas here. You don't really have to full throttle to keep up. They go off into turn 1. I love this camera because it's like a fan cam. Kind of now sitting there watching from the campers in the infield. Really neat. Starting to break away a little bit out front. We do got the 33 trying to catch back up. And we talked about him. He had that trouble early when he caused the first wreck, but he is working his way back up. Doing a nice job. Z-Shot, another one of the drivers, started working his way back up. Trying to. My internet went out. You know, I've been having trouble with my internet the last few days. I'm not at my house right now broadcasting. But even where I'm at, we actually went and got new internet hooked up here where I'm at. And it still had a little bit of trouble lately. I'll be going back home tomorrow though, and tomorrow's Sunday. Comes that outside line trying to make a move, but it is going to be Brandon Wilson out in front after clearing that inside row. Let's see if he leads the lap, or will Chris grab it? Brandon Wilson will lead his first lap here up tonight. 501 car is looking really fast. 86 jumps to the high side. Patrick. 33 starting to make a move back up to this group as well. He is now closed in. So is Timothy Jennings. Haven't spoke a lot about him tonight. Usually we speak about him a couple times. But there you go. Car looking all right. He's got a little bit of damage. Not going to affect it. Oh, Earl getting pushed out just a little bit. That was the 40 car. Jeff Copeland able to collect it back up. And here comes the 7 of Cody Smith with Brody Smith. What a surprise. There they are, the 4 and the 7 starting to work their way up. Maybe a matter of time. These guys may just be riding around right now. Remember, they won the last 6 restrictor plate races. So far, a winner of 3 in a row here this season. And of course, last season they won as well. .37 jumps out of the line for now. Pretty good group behind these guys as well. Zishan involved in this. The 12 there. It's Greg McConey. The 81 currently 1 lap down. Actually 11 laps down, but he did get his car fixed, it looks like. A lot of that damage got fixed. But he is 11 laps down working with these guys. Nothing wrong with helping them. You see the 25 there as well. Connor, he is currently in the 13th spot, pushing the number 34, Timothy Jennings, on the outside. Brandon Wilson still continuing to lead here. Now 5 laps led at Daytona. I apologize, 4 laps led at Daytona. Lap car coming up. That's a cool looking view. Coming to the line. Who's it going to be? It looks like the 86. Patrick may be able to lead this lap. He does. Close. He does. 10 laps later for Patrick on that Pepsi Chevrolet. Being pushed right now by Chris and up in that 6 car, who leaves Chris actually out there. I was surprised by that. One thing you guys probably already know, but people that don't know, you got to remember, some of these guys right now don't like really being left outside by themselves after helping you get up towards the front. I understand it, but you know, you're only 31 laps in. I've never been a big fan of leaving people hanging. Not unless I absolutely need to, unless the last lap or last few laps. Outside lane getting a few more cars. Starting to work that outside. Here comes the 33 on the inside. At 32 of 75 this time. We're riding on board now with that 33 machine. Whoop. See, that's where the internet's been having trouble like that. I was talking about. It just does it randomly. Patrick able to lead that lap as well. Chris Worrell now on the outside trying to take away that top spot. Being pushed. Who is that? Is that 37? It is. We do got 2 lap cars up here in front. Don't think we're going to have an issue with them. We've gotten around pretty good tonight with the lap cars. Got along really nice with them. Go high above the blimp just in case though. So 95 up on the outside. Yeah, you see him just getting out of the way. Smart move there. And then we got one dropping to the inside. New leader at the line. Chris able to lead this lap. 86 that these guys are coming up on now. I believe it's the 86. How do you do? 63, I apologize. That was Johnny Shade. Cody Smith actually backed off a little bit. Back to Greg McConey and Zeshawn. Connor there as well. Jason Papp won another lap down. Unfortunately, now 4 laps down for him. In that number 1 car. Remember, he came in here 7th in the points. Hasn't had the greatest of seasons, though, so far. I agree. Yeah, I think the outside's definitely where you want to be. 100%. If I ain't mistaken, I think that's the way it's kind of been all season long. Really, if I can remember, I believe it was last week at Talladega we seen that happen. The trucks was a little bit different. The trucks on the outside didn't do as great. You could side draft it towards the front, but once you got there, it was like big, like you hit air and you just can't get around. Not unless you had a bunch of people on the outside. But then back at Daytona when we first started in July, I'm like 90% sure it's the same way as well. It was the outside that really worked. I'm anxious for next week because this is a super speedway schedule. And my internet decided to take a crap on me again. Anyway, this is a super speedway schedule. And what's interesting about it, they switch all this up next week and they go race the Cup Series. Or not the Cup Series, but the Xfinity Series, which we haven't raced all season long. And it's going to be at Sonoma. So it's really different. That's a place where one of these road guys can, possibly get out front and just run away with it. And that's a great opportunity for somebody to make this chase. Because the chase is different too. I mean, if you go look at the chase, it's 10 races. You go Daytona, Daytona, Talladega, Daytona. That's your first 4. But then you throw Homestead right in the middle of it. And then, of course, at the end, it goes all the way down to Daytona. That's the last race of the season, 90 laps. But it's a very interesting schedule. Because we still got Indianapolis and Charlotte to run in September. Brandon Wilson up on that outside, coming off turn number 4. Got a big run. But Chris is going to be able to lead this lap as well. Good run there for that 3 car. He's going to leave the other Chris up there hanging on the outside. For now. That 37 is starting to push him though. We've been green now for what? 18 laps? Around 18 laps we've been green since that last caution came out. So we're not quite in the field window yet, but we're definitely still going to have to stop. I think these guys could run. Well, how much field did I say it was? 80%? 75% time. So I think they could run at least 15 more laps, give or take a little bit on that. Chris Ward going to jump up and grab the lead. He's going to lead this lap. And drop down to the bottom. So that's basically what it is. It's kind of just like an accordion. It's just going back and forth. The outside is going to get a push. Right now we're going to see the 37 get a run. He'll eventually take the lead. Unless the 6 goes up and blocks. But or the 3 jumps up. But it's what it really seems like. The outside lane is where you want to be able to grab the lead. Now, there is only 2 cars working that outside line right now, so that's interesting. So, it's going to be interesting to see if just 2 cars can make it work. It looks like they're going to be able to. Will's going to probably be able to lead this lap. No, he's not. I lied. A lot of people are just riding single file right now, which is good. I mean, that's what you want to do. You see that 37 right now left out on the outside. He's probably going to drop back. Now, we do got a lap car here on the bottom. Johnny Shade ain't going to cause an issue, it don't look like. So, right now, 37 Will going to drop quite a bit far ways back. He does got help coming. That is one of the the Smith brothers working their way up. who's starting to work up now. Looks like he's got help. Cody behind him. Looks like Greg is also, yeah, another team starting to work together. Excuse me. Now 37 jumps out of line. He's seen the momentum coming. Right there, the other car, the 86, Patrick jumps up. He's seen it coming as well. Great move there from the 86 and 37 to slide up in front of the momentum. And pit stops. We went a lot shorter than actually what I thought we would. Oh, let me check this again, guys. I didn't get to replay exactly where I wanted. Here's the 6 coming into pit road. I see brakes lock up. Looks like he was able to get down. I'll keep you guys informed on that. As you see, Chris pulling into his stop. We'll have to watch and see if there's a penalty for any of these guys that did stop. And he's down and away, so no penalty for him. The rest of them I know made it. And now it's going to be Brody Smith. When were they going to come in? This is now at 21 laps. And here comes someone else. So they can make it to 23 laps is what we're seeing. $86.37 coming in. With 40 of Jeff Copeland coming in as well. So now it's going to be when will these guys pit? These 3 teammates, Brody Smith, Cody Smith, Greg McConaughey. That is the 33 also up there with these guys. I'm going to guess it'll be this time. We're going to see Greg definitely come this time. I'm going to guess we'll see all these guys drop in. Yep, there they go. Slowed down enough. They did. So I've been on the inside of the car pitting at Daytona, and it's pretty chaotic, especially if you're in like the TeamSpeak or a Discord with somebody. Wow, talk about a big change right there. These guys go around. But anyway, all that's going to cycle back up through with the 86, I believe, leading this race. But I've been on the inside of these cars. I think everybody kind of has. What's going on with 33? Oh, he just now hit pit road. He's going to be left out by himself. Anywho, a lot of communication goes on depending on where you pit at. You know, do you want to be on the high side enter pit road, low side enter pit road? Usually, if I'm pitting at the end, I want to be on the high side, of course. If I'm pitting at the opposite end, like one of the first pit stalls that you come into, you want to be on the lower end. So a lot of communication goes on between that. He goes to pass and blow the yellow line, I believe. Maybe not. I think he's good. So actually, Cody Smith and them able to get back out and lead this race. How about that? On 3 cars. Really nice pit stop. Question's going to be how much they're going to be able to stop this train coming from behind them. Because here they come. See that 7 of Cody Smith caught in the middle right now. 93 up in the wall a little bit. Oh, yeah, there we go. A 10, and thought he was actually under caution there for a minute. So Chris and Chris Worrell take first and second. Followed by Greg McConaughey, Brody Smith, Patrick Gasper, Cody Smith, and Will in that 37 car. .45 laps are complete, guys. We'll take our final commercial break. If anything happens, we'll come right back in. We'll be right back here live from Daytona. You are watching the Iracing series, sponsored by HomesNow. Guys, I gotta break back in. We gotta talk about this save. Watch this. How in the world did he not wreck that car? That is absolutely insane. That is probably the best save I've seen in a long time. At Daytona especially. That is, woo. Wow. Great save there by Chris. Anyway, welcome back to Daytona. I just had to break back in and show you guys that. We did get a little spaced out after that, though. It was the 86, and Patrick making a little bit of contact, I believe, with Chris, but it looks like he's going to be okay. Right now, running in the 7th position. So, yeah, you are right. We are starting to see a lot more single file. You see, Chris went up to that high side. I believe he's trying to let Greg McConaughey possibly lead this lap. That's what it looks like anyway. To the start-finish line, and Greg McConaughey will lead that lap. First lap led. I'd have to double check, but it might be his first lap led this season. He hasn't had the greatest of luck. He's not real bad in points. He's 18. He does actually have one other lap led, so that's actually his second lap led now. So he doubled how many laps he's led this season. There you go. Trying to lead another lap. To the start finish line, Greg McConaughey from McConaughey Motorsports leading that. Here comes the 86 to the outside. Patrick, I believe, completely new to this series this year. Or this season. I'm double checking, but I believe he's new. Whoa, that 12 came up just a little bit. 74 working up on the outside. DC Park, haven't talked a lot about him. He did lead a couple laps earlier. A lot of moving around, starting to move around a little bit. And that's 6 right now, back up on that high line as well. Rate that save, man, that we've seen. I think that was easily a 9 out of 10 save. Across the start finish line, Patrick able to lead this lap once again. Take a look here at our race summary so far. "23 laps remain, 25 lead changes." Remember, our record so far this season is 37. Don't quite know if we're going to get that or not, but you never know. Definitely could happen. Guys, a little bit of information. Tomorrow, that was close. Tomorrow we'll be broadcasting again live. 2 races on ESPN. We're broadcasting the Wild Horse Racing League. That will be live at 8 o'clock. And then I believe it's at 9 p.m. NASCOM will be broadcasted here on YouTube as well. Anxious to be broadcasting tomorrow for the Wild Horse Racing League. They'll be at Daytona tomorrow night as well, as they start their new season off. Starting to get a little bit of single file once again. Maybe. I said that. I may have spoke too soon. Lap cars coming up here. That's why we see a lot of these guys might be getting single file because of that. Going to go up to the high side. Chris Worrell going to lead this lap. Who is that in the middle? 74 GT Park. I've seen that he was drafted a little bit from lap cars. Just so everybody knows, there's actually still 25 people running in this race. I've just been mainly focused on the top, group. But there actually is still quite a few people. Back here's another group trying to catch up to this main group. It's Timothy Jennings, Connor's in this group. Harrison Chandler's in this group. Cody Smith, actually not in this one. I thought he was. But these guys are on the lead lap. They're just going to need a little bit of luck, I believe, to get back up there. But we're only, I would say, man, we're less than 10 laps away from green flag pit stops for the final time. Because you're not going to be able to make it no matter what. There's just no way. This group being led right now by that 26 of Harrison Chandler. Autism Speaks car at number 26. '85 Travis Rucker, William Rucker. They stayed together all night, having a decent run at 13th and 14th. But still a little ways to go until they catch up with this group. Zijan actually might have a little bit of a draft now. He may be catching up. Yeah, man, it looks like Cody Smith. So we are adding another few cars into this lead group. Oh, trouble! Through the infield, caution will fly, and we will have our third caution of the night. And it's a big one. See what happened. Oh, the 3 may have gotten help from the 74. Hard into the wall for him. Brody Smith was involved. Cody Smith goes through the grass. He does avoid the wreck. Let's see if we can see what happened with. Well, what happened with the 3? Did he have help from the 74 that he came down? Okay, the 37 is still out there. I can't tell if Chris came up or not. Yeah, he definitely came up. And that's what caused it. And around they go as a much needed caution flag comes out for some of these guys. Maybe not so much for the others. But this stop right here will get us to the end of this race. But that is exactly what Harrison Chandler needed, Connor needed, Timothy Jennings, Travis Rucker, William Rucker, all them guys needed. Jeff Copeland, as pit road is going to be open. Going to slide right in here to the pit box. That 6 does got a little bit of damage. I don't know if he's going to take his options or not. He was able to keep the lead even with it, so he may not worry about taking it. He's taking a little bit. Here, let's see how much he takes. You want to take all of it? Looks like he may actually take a lot of this. See it kind of getting pushed back down. He is back in the car. And he'll be down in the way. So that's going to lead this guy out front. What else is new? Cody Smith always shows up late in these races. He's going to be our leader heading into the next restart.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is Iracing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Be sure to sub to us on ESPN, Facebook, and YouTube. We have all kinds of races throughout the week. I think we have a race pretty much every day, with the exception of Thursday. As I mentioned, the races tomorrow, Sunday night, SRA plus the Top Fuel Racing Summer Series coming down to the wire. 2 races remain in that. And then a Monday, Paskey's Racing League. Then Tuesday night, I broadcast the disabled drivers with disability league. Short little races there, so if anybody's interested, check that out. It's open to everybody that wants to run it, not just disabled. It's usually about 50 laps or so, but really fun time there. Wednesday, I'll be back again. Broadcast Top Fuel Racing League IndyCar Series, not the Summer Laps, but the IndyCar Series. And Thursday, nothing going on Thursdays, as I mentioned, and of course Friday we're back here. But you can join Sam Cooper Bennett, Byron Rodney, and all them other guys every other day of the week. And then I'll be back here again, of course, what's tonight? Friday, Saturdays, Sunday for one more week, and then Wednesday, and Tuesday. So, be back for them guys. Make sure y'all check it out, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And you'll see some fun races. That Indy Light Series is a blast to broadcast Sunday night. Coming up to the wire, Rick Rayvon continuing to lead the points in that. And we'll be anxious to see what tomorrow night's race holds at the Wild Horse Racing League. And of course this league. Been great tonight, only 3 cautions so far. And it has not disappointed. Do not have to stop anymore, which you can see right there. 15 laps remaining, 30 lead changes. So there is a chance we could break that lead lap record tonight. 37 is the record. I personally don't see it happening with 15 laps, but hey, you never know. Been wrong plenty of other times, so ask my wife. Here we go, about to go back green flag racing here once again at Daytona International. Cody Smith out front alongside Patrick Gasper. Harrison Chandler now showing up in the 3rd position. He did take 4 tires, and if you're wondering about where Chris Worrell is, he's back in 10th. He took some optional repairs, so he'll be good to go. You see him back there in the high side. Green flag back out in the air. Inside the road and not get stacked up really good at all. I don't know who that is, but they did not catch up. These guys right here getting a little bit spaced out once again. It's not what Connor needs, or any of these guys really need. 15 laps to go. Actually, less than that now. Out front, Cody Smith being pushed by Harrison Chandler. Remember, the Smith brothers have won 6 of the last 6 races for the Super Speedway Series. Winner of 3 so far this year. And that goes back to last season. These guys right here also race on Monday nights, if you're wondering. They raced another Cup Series presented by Hurricane Media. This past week they raced Watkins Glen. It was Nate Stewart picking up the win. Bailey Galatis picking up the win at Pocono back in July 29th. So, I forgot who it was that broadcasted that off the top of my head. They do a good job on it though, and I know who it is, I just can't remember. Cody Smith coming out of turn 4. Timothy Jennings working that high line, moving around a little bit too much, probably for locking. See if he can hold a little bit steadier line. He may get up there and try to lead this thing. 86 drops up to the bottom. They're going to try to force this 34 car out to the outside. Or out further, should I say. Intensity slowly starting to pick up. You can just tell by the moves that some of these guys are trying to do. Like there's one. See, 86 got down all of a sudden. We'll see if he jumps back up. Coming out of turn 4. If he starts noting that outside line moving, I expect one of these guys to definitely jump up. Chris Royal's still riding around back here. I think he's just waiting for his go time. But this 21 making a move. Out of turn number 2, down the back stretch they go. That is the 86 that jumped up. Oh, I'm going to blink in there just a little bit. Here comes Patrick up on that outside line. Cody Smith's liking where he's at. Oh, somebody dropping off track. One down pit road. I was just dropping off. Could have been William Rucker, I believe, dropped back. That's surprising. Down the backstretch, you see the 4 car trying to break away. That is the 85, Travis Rucker at the tail end, pushing that 86. And who is that right behind him? The 74 of GT on that bottom side as well. 21 of Enrico. I'm probably butchering that name. Up on that high side. Now we're starting to see some cars move around a little bit. See Chris starting to work his way back up. I believe he realizes it's time to go. Being pushed right now by that 33 car. On that low side, trying to take away 5th position from Patrick, who's up on that high side. Whoa! I don't know who that was. 21. Almost had a little bit of trouble there. Out of turn 4. Still Cody Smith now being out front for 11 laps in this one. Harrison Chandler working the back bumper of him. He's been pushing him around for 9 laps right on the bumper of that 7 car. Probably going to have to start cooling that car off here in a little bit. Of course, the air temp ain't very high, so I don't know how quick these things do get hot running behind another car. The 33 just spun to 12. Around he goes. Caution will come out. I believe that is twice he's actually done that. You guys be the judge. Riding on board. Yeah, he got him. 34. Timothy Jennings. All the 25s involved. Yeah, I don't quite understand that one. You don't supposed to really bump too much in the corner. I'm not trying to call him out or anything, but that's not a way to do it. I wouldn't have bumped right there anyway. I will say the 12 moved up, but I don't know. Guess you can call that one anyway. You guys, I'll judge it, not me. So Cody Smith is going to be happy as he's leading his field, coming down to the wire. The fastest lap. You know, I used to have the other ticker, but something happened. Let me look and see if I can find it for you. Give me just a second. It's going to take me a second to find it. I believe it was just actually set a few laps ago. It's going to take me a minute to find it, so just bear with me. I think it'd be a better way to find it. Oh, fast lap. Cody Smith has the fastest lap, 44.840 on lap 27 from what I'm seeing. Let me double check to make sure that nothing else changed. Yeah, that is the fastest lap that I see. So Smith stays out. Looks like most everybody stayed out. I'm definitely not surprised on that one. So I think we might be shutting the lights off, or we might have to go one more time around. Watching the pace lights. Yep, definitely going to go one more time around. Just waiting until we double back up. So it's curious because the only way you're going to get around Cody Smith, we noticed that last time, you're going to have to go to the outside. We noticed that all night long. It's just going to be interesting to see how many people we see get up there. Here we go, double it up. Cody Smith, GT Park, Harrison Chandler, Patrick Gasper, Travis Rucker making his debut. 21 also up there. Chris Worrell back in 7th now. On the low side, Z-Shot up in 8th. And Kenneth Hensley, Chris Fitzpatrick back in 10th. Jeff Copeland sits in 11th right now. Greg McConney, after getting involved in that race, is 12th. I'm going to guess that some of these guys probably going to be a little bit slow with the damage they had, unfortunately, but it ain't quite for this. I don't want to say it's green, white, checkered, but hey, we're getting there. Look at your top 10 or 11. Lead changes for caution. So, in match the cautions we had last week. Don't know if we're quite done with the caution or not. We'll see. Here we go, though. It's time to get focused, guys. If you're a little bit further back or up front, get focused. Try to win this race. We're going to have green get ready to come out. As the Ford Mustang pace car is going to take a left-hand turn down pit road. And we are green flag once again here live from Daytona. Iracing East Series. 3 laps remain. Cody Smith out in front. Being pushed by Harrison Chandler. Harrison has not left the bumper in a long time of that 7 car. Right now, Cody Smith got to be happy where he sees Harrison out. And 86, Patrick Gasper jumps to the outside. Going to bring Chris Worrell along with him. Looks like Travis Rucker's there as well. Can't tell if that's who that is or not. No, I apologize. That is GT up on the outside along with Chris Worrell and all them. The 21's also there as well. It's going to be tough to get the outside working. It seems like it's not working as good as what we've seen it. But here it comes. Through the tri-oval. Ooh, 86 went up against the wall. No, man, I thought we was going to have a problem. I thought it said 6 just turned me. I apologize. 2 laps to go from Daytona International Raceway. 86 doing everything he can right now to block. Oh, we got somebody blocking down to the apron. Is the caution out? It is. Harrison Chandler is around. I did not see this. Did he blink out? Oh, he blinked out. That's why we didn't see him. I was wondering where he went. So that means we are going to have a green, white checker. I believe. As long as they got it cut on. We need to make sure. These guys go catch the pace car. Need to wait and see if this is a race, but I believe these guys do have green, white checkers cut on. Try to double check. Unless the time limit ran out. I'm sure the time limit could have ran out. It may or may not have one. So if the lights stay on the pace car this time, if so, then we know that we will have a green flag or green white checker as long as the cars stay behind him. Cross the checker flag. Is that going to be it? It appears we are going green white checker. Yes, we are. Awesome. There's your lucky dog going around. That's Brandon Wilson. That's running around on the outside. He's going to be restarting in 16. Pace light should be going off this time. It's showing checkered up there. Do not worry about that. Pace light's still on. Probably be doubling up. So I'm sitting here looking right now at the leaderboard. These guys are going to be cutting it close on fuel mileage come checker time. If we get another green, white checker, they can't make it. I'm just going to be honest. I'm showing 18 laps this time. 19. It's going to be very close on fuel mileage. I'm going to be honest. Right now, I know who's good. Kenneth Hensley is really good. William Rucker's fine. Everybody from 8th back is good. But it's the people that's from 1st through 7th is right there on that mark that very well. I think that's why you see the 7 possibly running below the line. I bet he's shutting his car off. Yeah, he's clutching. Now this hurts Patrick because I don't think he's shutting his car off. You see him shutting it off right there, clutching it in. Just cruising up. He's probably going to jump in front of him a little bit. So this is interesting. I think they're good. Honestly, I think they are. But if we have a green, white checker, there's no way. They're going to have to pit. I just don't see you being able to save that much. So you got enough for 1 green, white checker. You don't have enough for 2. But if you're back here in 9th place and 8th place, you're kind of hoping. He's still shutting it off. Travis Rucker's running a lot of RPMs. Don't know if anybody else has noticed it. Looks like he might be shutting off. Alright, anyway. You're going to go back green. Hopefully these guys got enough to make it. And this is a green, white checker. Sadly, our overlay does not show that. Just a FYI. So the pace car is going to take a left-hand turn. Your top 5 getting ready to go back green. Pace car pulls in. Green flag is back out in the air. Can they make it? It's going to be the question. Cody Smith with a great restart this time. He does got a little bit of help pushing behind him. Can he jump in front of that 86? 85 really pushing Travis Rucker all on the back bumper right now. Pushing that 7 car. Don't know. Cody Smith. Not showing him out in front. Out of turn 4. Who's it going to be? White flag in the air this time. Cody Smith led that lap. Oh, Cody moving around just a little bit. May actually hurt him. More cars helping the bottom line right now. Cody with the nose out front. Watch for him to drop to the low side if he's able to clear that 86. Not able to clear him. Through turns 3 and 4. Who's going to win? Oh, Cody gets moved up the track just a little bit. Cody Smith going to get wrecked. Who's going to win it? Guys, I'm going to be honest, I don't have any idea. William Ruckner wins the race at Daytona as chaos ensues behind them. Wow, that was absolutely insane. Look at that. He just goes for it. What a move. 1-2 for Pulse Racing. William Ruckner and Travis Ruckner. Hey, give him credit. Watch this. On board with William. He sees the contact. He knows. Right there, you know. Takes out the entire top 7. Holy cow. Travis Rucker makes it through it. Zeshawn finishes in 3rd. Got to give nothing but love for the 77 here. And the 85. Well, we're seeing something new. This is our first different winner this season. We're going to try to talk to him. And Pulse Racing. Mr. William Ruckner. Let's see if I can bring him in. Hey, William, you got a copy? Oh, hey, William, you got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
Man, the heavens opened up and you full throttled it. I got to ask about it. That was the main thing of the race. You basically rode around for the most part, and it split open. You went for it and you made it out, man. Talk us through that wreck.
Well, yeah, my mindset through the whole race, this is my first race with the series. I'm just trying to kind of lay back, get some experience, and see how things handle. And then some things just lined up for me at the end. We were in the right position to make a move there, and then, like you said, right there coming to the line, everything just kind of split. I found a hole and I snuck through it.
We talked about you. A few laps ago. A lot of these guys looked like they was going to be short on gas. Of course, they wasn't unless we had another green-white checker. And I said that you're the favorite to win if we have another green-white checker because you was good to the end. But, of course, it didn't come down to that, and it came down to you getting it through that wreck, man. You mentioned this is the first race in this league. Did you learn anything tonight that could help you for future races?
Yeah, I learned a lot. I got to thank my brother, Travis Rucker. He kind of helped coach me through the entire race, and I would not have been in the position I was in if it weren't for him kind of keeping me level-headed, kind of showing me the ropes, telling me what to do, when to do, and I owe a lot to him, and he really taught me a lot.
Yeah, man, you guys are a new team, Pulse Racing, coming here and picking up the first win, knocking off the Smith brothers, who've pretty much dominated the Super Speedway Series. Well, we might have a new favorite with the Rucker brothers finishing 1 and 2. So, congratulations on tonight, man. Any shout-outs you want to give out?
Yeah, thanks. I just got to give a shout out to all my fans who watched us tonight. Again, to my brother for helping me through this. To mom and dad and everybody at home watching. And I just can't say thank you enough. I appreciate this opportunity with the league. And, man, this has been a blast.
Good job tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
Move him back up, and we will bring down his brother, who finishes in second place here tonight. What a run for them guys, though. Not going to lie. Let's see if I can move him down. Hey, Travis, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Man, 1-2 finish for you and your brother tonight, and basically y'all rode around for a lot of the night. We talked about it at the start of the race. I had mentioned y'all was a new team coming into the series. You looked like y'all just wanted to learn a little bit and try to get some experience with these guys, and y'all came in here tonight and you put on a show by picking up a 1-2 finish. Talk us through the last couple laps.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Pretty much just hammered down, the last couple laps, never let off, and everybody started wrecking, and then I saw a black car go by. It's like, hey, that looks like my brother. And it was. So, I mean, yeah, I've ran with the league before. I just kind of knew what to expect. So
Right.
I told him to hang back a little bit, let them sort themselves out, and then we'd make a run for it.
Yeah, he mentioned that you really helped him out through this race, and it really appears that it showed off, man. So I want to ask you, what is the key to getting through these races? I mean, it seems like, the wrecks happen early, but it seems like to be one of the key. You just got to try to avoid everything. But what is the key to making it to the end of one of these things? Because really, it's just a crapshoot.
Honestly, luck. I mean, you just got to have luck. You got to watch for the wrecks, when they start happening, just slow down, let it all sort itself out, and then drive by all those guys.
Well, you did that tonight. I know that. I know you got a little bit of damage on your car, but you still managed to work all the way through that and finish second, man. Congratulations on that. Started in 23rd. Any shout-outs you want to give out?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank our sponsors, Pulse Racing, HomesNow, Iracing, iFlag, Bottled Up, Plan B Sales, and Midwest Motor Customs.
Good job tonight, man.
Thank you, sir.
Move him back to his team, and then we will bring in who we always talk to, it seems like, Zishan, who finishes in third. Yet again, always finding himself here. Hey, Zishan, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, another third place finish. It kind of helped out a little bit because, honestly, at one point it looked like you was out of this race.
Yeah, I really did. I had engine damage in the second to last caution, and at one point I was like 2 seconds behind them.
Yeah, I think we even mentioned that, and honestly, it looked like I think I mentioned I was kind of surprised because normally we don't see you back that far unless you're doing it on purpose. But of course, tonight not on purpose. It was just the car, but still third. And you come in here, you was third in points, so you was able to hang on to that, which is always a good thing because we know you're going to get a win. It's just a matter of time. But until then, you got to make sure you stay in the points position because I'm sure you're thinking about points every week when you come in here.
Yeah, I definitely hope I can get a win soon. But yeah, as you said, it's good points days. I mean, if wins weren't 1,000 points, I'd probably be first or second in points right now.
Well, man, you did a good job tonight. Go ahead and give your shout-outs. You know how to do it.
I'd like to thank HomesNow, Iracing iFlag, the Bottled Up Podcast, Plan B Sales, and Midwest Motor Customs, Jason Papp for putting on a great league, and JD Motorsports for letting me run these.
All right, man. Well, we'll move you out of here. Good job tonight. Congratulations on third.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. We'll move him out. I can find where it goes. There it goes. All right, guys. That's going to do it for us tonight. But first, let's get our results. There's the top 10. William Ruckner, Travis Rucker. Great runners for them. Zishan finishes in third. Chris Worrell battles back, finishes in fourth. Patrick finishes in fifth. 21 finishes in sixth. Chris finishes in seventh. Jeff Copeland, Kenneth finishes in ninth. Timothy Jennings in 10th place. A little bit further back, as you take a look, I want to go ahead and give my thoughts. I thought the race was good. We did have more cautions. It's the most cautions we've had all season, but only 5. It's not that bad for a 75-lap race at Daytona. Next week, where was it I said we'd go? I think I said it was Sonoma. I believe it was Sonoma, so we mix it up quite a bit next week. So, yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys, as you look at the rest of your field. Join us back tomorrow night. We'll be live for the Wild Horse Racing Series and NASCAR. Hope everybody has a great night. Y'all take care. God bless as always.